Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for stopping by the channel and thanks for watching. Today we're at the range and I'm excited because we're having an up close and personal look at IWI's Tavor TS12. Now before we get started today, a big shout out to 2020 Hauling for providing us with the TS12 for today's test and evaluation. They're a locally owned South Texas company. The owner, Joseph Dominguez, is a personal friend of mine and a big supporter of this channel. Thank you to 2020 Hauling for sending us the Tavor TS12. Now let's quickly get into the features of the firearm so we can get to the fun part, shooting. The Tavor TS12 is chambered in 12 gauge and sized for 3-inch shells. You have an 18.5-inch barrel inside a bullpup design, which gives us an overall length of just over 28 inches. Here in the front, you have a 1913 Picatinny rail, and you also have a slotted M-lock fore-end. Moving down, you have a crossbolt safety in the pistol grip, and you have QD points here on both sides of the weapon system. Another feature of the TS12 is the added benefit of a charging handle that is removable and can be placed on either side of the weapon system. But ultimately, one of the coolest things about it is an adjustable gas system here. Now the charging handle can be used as a tool for low and high settings. Now the manual does recommend not using any shells with a velocity below 1200 feet per second and a weight of 1 1/8 ounce. I have used 1 ounce weight shells and I haven't had any issues, but I have not gone below the recommended 1200 feet per second. Now we're going to run more types of ammunition through this shotgun today and see how it fares. Another feature about the TS12 that makes this design truly unique is its capacity and rotary magazine tube system. This thing is wicked fast. You just depress your magazine locking lever to switch magazine tubes. And each tube can hold 5 2 3/4 inch shells for a total of 15 plus 1 and 4 3-inch shells for a total of 12 plus 1. And with a little bit of work, you can really get this thing running hard. Now before we get into loading the weapon system, you want to be sure to load the TS12 with the closed bolt. And then under here you have your carry stop lever. You want to go ahead and drop that as well. Because every time you swap magazine tubes, the firearm will automatically load the weapon, which is a great feature, but you want to do that when you're shooting, not when you're loading. Now in loading the TS12, it's very simple. On the back of the firearm underneath the receiver, you have this slot that allows you to gain access to your magazine tube on both sides of the weapon. Just grab your shells and load away. Another interesting feature about this, if you want to unload a particular magazine tube, you do have a shell button release right here that allows you to unload the entire tube. Alright, so I've grown tired of talking about the TS12. It's time to shoot this thing. I brought out Federal, Remington, and Federal ammunition. 2 3-inch quarter shells. The manufacturer recommend running it on the low setting. So that's what we're doing today. I do not have any 3-inch shells to test today. Sorry about that, but we're going to run with what we got. If I do have any hang-ups, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Alright, so next up we have some Winchester 12 gauge 2 3/4 inch shells, 1290 velocity, 1 ounce weight, 8 shot. I got 15 loaded into the magazines tubes here. We're going to go ahead and run that and see if it'll clear all 15. Okay, so the next 15, we got some Federal 2 3/4 inch, 1250 feet per second, 1 ounce in weight, and 7.5 shot. 15 in the magazine tubes. Let's run that and see how it functions. Okay guys, I'm about 5 yards away from a VTAC silhouette target. I've just loaded some Federal 4-buck, some Winchester double-aught buck, and some Remington high velocity long range express ammunition in these 3 tubes. So I'm going to run 15 rounds downrange at about 5 yards to see what kind of devastating effects and patterns we might get. All right, here we go. Woo! Hot ammo. Wow. I can fit my hand through that hole. 15 rounds, guys. Devastating effect. Overall, the Tavor TS12 performed well today. I had 0 malfunctions with the 2 3/4 inch shells using the velocity that the manual recommends. If I get an opportunity to bring this firearm out again, I will use 3-inch shells and I will play with the velocity to see where this thing fails. I appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, train smart, be safe, and stay prayed up. Steel Shot signing off.